You might lose your money if you're invested into any Ethereum staking protocols like Lido, or even Ethereum layer 2 protocols like Arbitrum and Optimism. And this is according to Vitalik's new blog called "Should Ethereum Be Okay with Enshrining More Things in the Protocol?" This is one of the most important videos I've made in quite a while, and the implications of this blog post could have dire consequences to many cryptocurrencies out there, so let's get into it. This video is not financial advice, read disclaimers on the screen. Now, to understand this blog post from Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, we first need to understand how Ethereum was being built from the start. The Ethereum team had a strong desire to create a clean, simple, and beautiful protocol that tried to do as little as possible itself and left almost everything up to users to be built on top. And this is why Ethereum ended up with a bunch of separate coins and protocols built on top of it for different features, such as Lido DAO that allows people to easily stake their Ethereum. They have a whole token and governance system controlling that protocol built on Ethereum. And they also have a bunch of layer 2 tokens and layer 2s, all with their own separate governance systems built on top of Ethereum, instead of them just being all under the Ethereum coin and built directly into the protocol. In other coins like Cardano and Solana, these same features are basically inbuilt into the protocol. On Cardano and Solana, you can literally delegate your coins to someone else to stake so that you can easily stake and earn rewards. And yeah, there is no separate protocol or coin to do that. And honestly, there's a decent argument to be made as to why it is better to build Ethereum this way. Keeping Ethereum's base layer incredibly simple and elegant is an amazing way to have a very, very safe protocol fit for the entire Web3 to be built on top of it. I mean, you know, if there were too many features added to Ethereum, it'd start to get very, very complex. There may be bugs and it could start getting very, very bad. But according to this blog post, the Ethereum team may have taken the wrong road here, and they may have to start enshrining, aka adding these features directly into the protocol instead of them having their own tokens and their own protocols themselves. So if Ethereum does actually go down this road, it could lead to the death of Lido DAO. This token could go to zero because it's no longer needed because it is now added to the Ethereum protocol. It could potentially also lead to these layer 2 tokens going to zero as well. So here's what they said about enshrining liquid staking protocols like Lido. People want an easy way to essentially stake their Ethereum without the complexity of running their own node and keeping it online all the time. They like things like Lido that they can just give them their Ethereum, boom, it's done in one transaction, and they're now being staked. And because people like delegating their stake to someone else because it's very, very easy, Lido has grown to actually accumulate 32.2% of all Ethereum staked out there. It's almost 1/3 of the staked Ethereum, and because of this, Lido is now the #1 biggest threat to Ethereum. Because if you think about it, Lido, a third-party protocol built on the Ethereum blockchain, now has enough staked Ethereum to potentially attack the Ethereum network itself. So people no longer have to accumulate, 51% of all the Ethereum tokens out there, which would cost hundreds of billions of US dollars. They now simply need to focus on Lido DAO and accumulate either the majority stake in this so that they can control its governance, or find some sort of flaw or exploit in the Lido DAO code, and boom, this will take down the entire Ethereum blockchain. And things aren't getting better, they are in fact getting worse. As due to human psychology, people will naturally go into the biggest version of staked Ethereum because it's most familiar and most liquid, meaning that Lido DAO is only growing from here. So what are the solutions to this? In the short term, one option is to socially encourage ecosystem participants to use a diversity of liquid staking providers to reduce the chance that any single one becomes too large to be a systematic risk. In the longer term, however, this is an unstable equilibrium, and there is peril in relying too much on moralistic pressure to solve problems. So might it make sense to enshrine some kind of in-protocol functionality to make liquid staking less centralizing? Vitalik updated his opinions on the direction the Ethereum team are going down in a more recent blog post as well, and once again, this is not really good for Rocket Pool and Lido in my opinion. This seems to be the direction the team are going down, and in this blog post they touched on a 2-tier staking model inbuilt into the Ethereum protocol. protocol. So right now there's only one tier of Ethereum staking. People run a full node. It's complex, it's hard to do, so people like Lido and Rocket Pool do that for people. But in this new potential upgrade, they would allow for a two-tiered staking model. So you'd have the full node staking that we already have, but they'd also implement a tier 2 staking option where people that don't want to run their own full node and deal with all the complex stuff can still secure Ethereum just in a lesser way, earn lesser rewards, but yeah, they don't have to now go all in Lido and Rocket Pool and these third-party staking options, which is once again in my opinion very bad for Lido's price and also Rocket Pool's price. All the best crypto traders enshrining ZK EVMs / Ethereum layer 2s are another thing they are considering as well, because like liquid staking protocols, layer 2s will likely absorb a bunch of Ethereum value. I mean, you know, if things like Arbitrum or Optimism or ZK Sync or Starknet grow to become the go-to layer 2 / scaling solution for Ethereum, they will accumulate, you know, hundreds of billions of US dollars of Ethereum on top of them, and that is once again a very similar attack vector. An attacker wouldn't have to attack Ethereum's base layer again, they could just attack one of these layer 2s built on top of it. So adding these Ethereum layer 2s directly into the Ethereum base layer would mean that these Ethereum layer 2s don't need their own token and their own governance system anymore, which can all be exploited. But not only that, but Ethereum layer 2s will actually be faster, especially the ZK EVMs when they do start to become popular. So that's the premise of the issue the Ethereum team are dealing with. They're trying to strike a balance as to what exactly to enshrine into the protocol and what exactly not to enshrine to the protocol. If they enshrine too many things, it can overextend the trust and governance load of the Ethereum protocol and overcomplicate it too much. And if they don't shrine enough things, it could lead to centralization risks in other areas of the stack, like Lido currently. So does this mean the end of the Lido token and all these layer 2 tokens? Well, not necessarily. They are still on the fence of where exactly to go from here to actually solve this problem. Either way though, this is still worrying to people like myself who are holding the Lido token or even the layer 2 tokens as well. I'll keep you guys updated if the Ethereum team does decide to do anything drastic here, which could lead to these tokens potentially falling down a lot in terms of price. As we stand right now though, there's still hope that these tokens could still survive and that Ethereum chooses not to destroy them and instead just kind of let them survive, but change a little rules around to make it so that they're not so massive. Guys, if you enjoy these update videos on the crypto world, make sure you do like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. This video is not financial advice. Read disclaimers on the screen.